English Mini Lesson Number 10. Topic: Groundhog Day. How much do you know about Groundhog Day? I hope through this video you'll learn something new about this fun holiday. But I'm not going to be the one who will teach you. I've asked my colleague and fellow YouTuber to tell you what she knows about Groundhog Day. So allow me to introduce you to Stacy from the channel English with Stacy. What is a groundhog? Listen and learn the answer.
Well, it's a small animal that lives underground in the winter. It looks kind of like a beaver. I could tell you it's a woodchuck, but that's probably not very helpful. I would look for a picture on the internet.
According to Stacy, what is not true? Groundhogs live underground. Groundhogs hibernate, meaning sleep during winter. Or groundhog is another name for beaver. This last statement is not true. A groundhog and a beaver are not the same animal, though some people might think that a groundhog and a beaver look similar. So here are 3 truths about groundhogs. They live underground, they hibernate, meaning they sleep during winter, and they are also called woodchucks and whistle pigs, but not beavers. What is Groundhog Day? Listen and learn the answer.
It's on February 2nd. The groundhog comes out of its hole, and if it sees clouds, it means winter will soon be over. But if it sees sun, it means that it can see its shadow, and there will be another 6 weeks of winter. I honestly have no idea where this holiday came from.
When is Groundhog Day? February 1st, February 2nd, or the second Monday of February? Groundhog Day is on February 2nd. What happens on Groundhog Day? Which statement below is true? The groundhog predicts either the end of winter or the coming of spring? The groundhog's appearance is part of the celebration of winter. Or, if the groundhog is seen under a cloudy sky, bad luck will come in the spring. This first statement is the correct one. As Stacy explained, the groundhog is used to make a prediction. If the groundhog sees its shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If the groundhog doesn't see its shadow, spring will come early. As for the origin of Groundhog Day, it's commonly thought that this holiday was based on European traditions that were brought over by immigrants. Where is the holiday celebrated? Listen and learn the answer.
A lot of people go to the town of Puxtatawny, Pennsylvania, where a famous groundhog lives. I think his name is Phil. They have a big celebration and they wait to see what he will do. I think it's something that's more well known in the Northeast. I grew up on the West Coast, and to be honest, I didn't know much about this holiday until I saw the movie Groundhog Day.
True or false? Groundhog Day is only celebrated in the northeastern region of the United States. The answer is false. Stacy said this holiday is probably more well known in the Northeast, but it is celebrated in the U.S., the whole country, and in Canada. It's not a major holiday, but it's an official one, and it's listed on the calendar. It's also very popular in a small town called Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where one of the most famous groundhogs, Punxsutawney Phil lives. And this town, Punxsutawney, is featured in the Hollywood film Groundhog Day. Let's have some pronunciation practice. Listen and repeat. The following is a very well-known tongue twister in English. Almost every American child learns this tongue twister. Let me first read it, and then I'll help you learn it. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Note, to chuck means to throw, to toss. So it's about a woodchuck or a groundhog tossing wood, throwing bits of wood. Now repeat after me. We'll take it first in small parts. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Now let's try longer lines. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Let's try it all together at a slow pace. Ready? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Let's try it again a little faster. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Do you think you can go faster? Let's try. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How did you do? Well, if you really want a challenge, you can try this pace. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Do you think you can try that? Additional practice for this lesson is available at EnglishCafe.com. My username is JenniferESL. Follow the direct link listed in the video description. Well, that's all for this lesson. My thanks go to Stacy for joining me in this video, and of course thank you for watching. Happy studies!